الماستر إلي بس كمان زوجي دزقي وأدزق تمام بس فعلي النت تمام شو خلص بعد ما صار اسبوع خلص ليش؟
يوتيوب يوتيوب
لا
ما يوتيوب تيك توك
اي ها تمام تسمعني؟ تسوي لي اياه؟ يلا استعجل مو اني اريده محتاجتها يعني زين يلا ماشي اوكي لك آدم على كيف على كيف اديتيني كلش حال 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 حال
صح شو هو؟ Like you're dragging it.
ايه حال حال شعري طويل طويل
Sorry.
مشط
Combing?
ايه هذا
Then no.
آدم على كيف شو هاي عاد ما اسوي على كيف باي
Oh, you.
Big Mom.
خبطتيني
Apa? Siapa The big man Charlie. The big man Charlie. A long time. Hello. You're doing well, Charlie. My brother.
على كيف شو اسوي بيها بكره هو انا شايف من عندك بدك تقول لي بكره بعد يومين بعد ثلاثه لا ما يحتاج قلبي ما اريدها بكره اشكرك رحم الله والديك بعد ما اريد من عندك شو احتاج منك اقول لك انه انا محتاجة الموضوع تقول لي ها بكره شنو بكره بس تعرف دا اقول لك اسال لي اكو ماكو اني افعل نت انا دا انطيك فلوس ما دا اقول لك تعال انت تدفع لي فلوس ها بس انا لين ما اعرف بتركيا دا اقول لك اسالني
Charlie.
بلا
Okay, Bella. I don't know.
طويل ايوه ما شايفه تعبت انا قلبي قام يوجعني سويت لي هاي الضفيرة وقلبي قام يوجعني ما عجبتني اصلا ما عجبتني
شو راح تسبحين غسلي هاي الضفيرة
رجعت يا معودة بعيوني الدمع قمت ابكي كل شيء اذتني
راسك تمنين فتحي شلونك؟
طويلة هنا.
شنو اسمك؟
Yes, yes. Where?
زين؟
You need to add more so to belong. Banana.
إذا عمرك
You
زين.
want just me to use my patient here, but not to. The add now. Is it what you want?
40.
Don't be stupid, protect him.
شلون يعني؟ قلت لك ساعة شاي تصيبه.
يوما أنا هم يبقوها شهر. أنا يوما
Keep it on the table now. I told you.
ب1000 ليرة والله
You
سويتها.
guys eating?
سويتها
I
ب1000
gotta eat your
ليرة.
own.
ما يصير. يعني 50. آدم قبلها والله قبلها.
You want to touch the fan. As small as you are, you don't go stay one place.
إبليس اقعد. اقعد. وكيح. كلها سودانيين.
Russian President Vladimir Putin to discuss the ongoing war in Ukraine and efforts toward a negotiated settlement. During the call, Erdogan emphasized Turkey's long-standing position of supporting dialogue and mediation as the most effective path to ending the conflict. He stressed that continued hostilities only deepen humanitarian suffering and create economic burdens for the wider region.
صوت هو من
For his
يمين
part, Putin briefed Erdogan on
مرام
Russia's
تتشعلق
perspective
صاير
on his thoughts and outlined Moscow's conditions for advancing toward a
يلا
ceasefire.
بالعافية جوينت.
مش عارف كنت تبكي لا تقتلها والله تقتلها لي شوي.
هذا الشعب ما تشوفه كلش العلم. إذا فتحت لي شاش كله بتنسى.
By maintaining regular dialogue with both Kyiv and Moscow, Turkey seeks to position itself as a trusted facilitator capable of contributing to a framework of a lasting peace. Turkish President Erdogan and NATO Secretary General Rutte also held a phone
بجت
conversation to discuss
تحكي
recent
منا هذا غاف من زوجي أنا الأب أولادي منا أنا هذا كفني عدو تغير الموت.
The call was initiated by Rutte on his return from a summit with US President Donald Trump in
ريد يتزوج علي.
Leaders underlined the importance of close coordination, stressing Turkey's role as one of NATO's most important members in advancing the Ukraine peace process.
سووا ثلاثة كله
The
بس
discussion also
وسكتت.
highlighted Ankar's strategic
لا أنا
importance
أهل
in
درب.
Black Sea security, with Erdogan and Rutte agreeing to continue consultations on regional stability.
ما يستاهل much.
The two leaders
ليس
further
لا لا بعد صباح
sustainable security guarantees, considered essential for any lasting peace settlement between Moscow and Kyiv. Turkey has consistently pursued a balanced approach to the conflict,
يكسرني
calling for
تدري
dialogue
يعني
between all
يكسرني
sides and stressing that prolonged wars benefit no one.
لا يكسرني أنا ما مقصرة وياه أنا ما مقصرة وياه
Have suggested
كيف
hosting
الشعر أنا
talks between
مقصرة
Trump, Putin, and
يقول لي
Zelensky
مقصرة
in
وياه
Istanbul.
يابا بشنو مقصرة لسانك مقصرة بس بلسانك كان لساني طويل ما أقدر أسكت عنك أنت عوج أقول لك أنت عوج أنت صح أقول لك أنت صح ما أحب إنه أكذب أكون منافقة.
هذا عدو إذا لقيته ما تقدر تتزوج الثانية هذا وبصير بتخاف من ذيك الأولى شوفوا بعد الدخل الثانية.
لا يقول لي تدري بيش لا تدري بيش وزعلانة وهذه وأنا حرجعها وما
آدم.
لم على أبوك لا حتى اللي تحبك إذا ما أكونك وياه عشان أصبر لي.
هو عاد شكله حلو هذا بدو.
إيه شلون
Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan
جمال
and U.S.
تشي
Secretary of State Marco Rubio held a phone conversation
شوفوا
on Tuesday to discuss
ما
the
أقدر أشوف
outcomes
إلا
of recent
المعروف.
high-level meetings addressing the war in Ukraine.
كمان العاصمة التي هذا نص
معروفة من الولد يعني يعرفونه أكيد من الولد.
President Volodymyr Zelensky
عمو
and several
عيونك.
European leaders
قصدي
Russian President Vladimir Putin
شيء مغمض عيونك هذا شيء
She does. She is not.
possible
What
steps
this boy was
toward ending the war.
nothing, nothing.
Turkey's readiness to provide all forms of support to achieve a just and lasting peace between Moscow and Kyiv. He emphasized that prolonged war
Can you
is
keep that here?
humanitarian and economic losses, while diplomatic engagement offers the only viable path forward. U.S. officials confirmed that the two ministers agreed on the urgent need to
سكنة
stop
واحد
the
يمشي
Western
ولا واحدة
The
هسه
conversation also
هسه
discussed
بعد هاي
developments in Gaza,
قلبي
where
Calm down.
military actions have killed more than 62,000
Calm down.
Palestinians since October 2023.
لا تحطي دهن دهن زيت هذا يوت هيك ضفري هيك ضفري
Urgent
هيك
and uninterrupted delivery of humanitarian
دهن
aid to
دهن
Ukraine.
Then what? How?
According to both
Bye.
sides,
Hand.
the United States
So your hand is big.
to maintain close
Don't worry,
Yeah,
continue.
to regional security challenges and supporting
By your finger.
initiatives that could keep the
Just use brush. Use brush or comb. You comb. Not that small one. Not the small one. Use the big brush. Brush it out. Especially the tail.
Just making it to get next one I say never never in my life.
حملوني حملوني شكو
You
زاد
have to come down and do it now.
حمليني
No, no, say their head.
حمليني
Yeah.
جوجي
استنى ولا تشوف
بس ايوه عشان كده يلا عادي
Mama, food. Give her.
عادي
Come down.
عطش بالسودان
يعني سووا برضو ويانا حالي حال
Trump on Tuesday again ruled out American boots on the
آدم
ground.
آدم
Specifics about the security guarantees he said the U.S. could offer Ukraine under any post-war settlement. A report from Axios said Trump was promising air support. Later, White House spokesperson Caroline Levitt was asked about this.
Anything as far as military options that the president has at his disposal, I'll let him do that. I can't tell you he's definitively ruled out boots on the ground.
Ukraine and its European allies have been bullied by Trump's
People is very hungry. See who is following the food.
end the war. With Zelensky hailing Monday's talks as a
So
major step
it's in the south one.
but he and the other European leaders face many
Yeah.
unanswered questions, including how willing Russia will be to play ball. One issue is whether there will be a ceasefire. Trump said it
Some of
isn't
the
a
make problems.
prerequisite
No, no,
for
see
the
the
deal,
boys.
while European leaders continue to push for it. Boris Weiss is chair for international relations at Ludwig Maximilians University in Munich.
Like now if the baby choke on the food, she wouldn't even know because she's not
Phone.
looking.
Phone. This kind of person, they don't have. This boy, they will go electric self. Phone. Not that kind of person. Because of my children, fetch for anything.
All African parents focus.
Yeah.
They didn't.
takes it as a precondition to have a ceasefire and the other one doesn't want it, they will
What one?
return this to a clause.
You have to look at the baby because the baby can choke.
Not even sense self.
Or come out, the thing can come out with the use no.
Even the way the baby is lying down to the business.
No papa.
Formats for discussing peace in Ukraine, but any meeting of national leaders, quote, must be prepared for unpredictable. With the path to peace still deeply uncertain, Zelensky may be forced to make with Russia's full-scale invasion in early 2022. Analysts say more than 1 million people have been killed or wounded in the conflict.
For me, with that.
بث
Come down.
بث بث مباشر بث مباشر
Well, Jimmy, I'm glad that you brought in the legal question to begin with, because this is something that Ukraine has long aspired to,
أشوف
NATO
فوق
membership. This is something that Putin says is the whole reason that he invaded Ukraine, which is to prevent some sort of Article 5 commitment from coming into force. So this is a thorny issue. We've seen a lot of back and forth today. Trump dismissed suggestions that American troops could be on the ground in Ukraine to guarantee or uphold a peace agreement. But essentially what Article 5 meant would mean is that NATO members, including the United States, would attack Russia if it violated a peace agreement. But I think we have to remember that Russia has violated these types of agreements previously. In 1994, it was one of the sponsors of the Budapest Memorandum, which guaranteed Ukraine's sovereign borders, including the borders of Crimea. And then again, after Minsk, the Minsk agreements after the 2014 invasion, there were a number of agreements that Russia violated. So I think you're right to shine a light on how brittle this would be. And, I would agree that NATO membership is probably the most practical guarantee that exists, something that Zelensky wants. But I think Zelensky, again, is being as creative as he can be and as adaptable as he can be to Trump's type of diplomacy. And I think he's trying to, in a sense, kick this issue down the road a bit until we get that trilateral meeting, perhaps, that Trump is alluding to having with Putin and Zelensky together. So this still remains to be resolved what this Article 5 really looks like.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky sported a black suit during his meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump in Washington on Monday, drawing compliments from both Trump and a reporter. That same reporter in February criticized Zelensky's usual attire, a dark military-style outfit. The designer of Zelensky's suit, Victor Anisimov from Chernihiv, Ukraine, says the February jobs were not only
Whether you come and find this head to
Continue.
citizens.
No, don't tell me that one.
I took it easy in February, thinking how stupid they are. These people who ask such questions. But I understand that bombs don't fall on their heads. For them, clothes are important things. But for us, clothes are clothes. A suit is a suit. A leader should look dignified. And that's it.
For Zelensky's Monday meeting, Anisimov says he included a subtle detail, a back vent that nudged it closer to civilian wear.
These are our hopes for peace. We think that if we add a little something to the sandwich, something from civilian clothes to his uniform, then it will be our lucky charm.
The suit was originally presented as an outfit idea for the upcoming Ukrainian Independence Day, but Anisimov said the president needed it for his U.S. trip. The Ukrainian president also wore Anisimov's designs to the Pope's funeral and the NATO summit in June, both events that helped bring the U.S. and Ukraine closer together after the public rift in February. Zelensky has worn military-type outfits, often with collarless shirts and heavy boots, to show solidarity with Ukraine's troops since Russia's full-scale invasion in February 2022.
More than 1,800 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza while attempting to obtain humanitarian aid since U.S. and Israeli-backed private organization Gaza Humanitarian Foundation was launched, a United Nations human rights official said Tuesday in Geneva, Switzerland.
Since the 27th of May until the 17th of August, we have documented that 1,857 Palestinians were killed while seeking food, including 1,021 killed in the vicinity of the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation sites,
No.
836 killed on the routes of supply trucks. Most of these killings appear to have been committed by the Israeli military.
The UN official further noted that Israel continues to issue evacuation orders to Palestinians, forcing them to move to the sea area, which itself has come under Israeli bombardment. Displaced people there face extreme shortages with almost no access to basic services or supplies. The spokesman also stressed that in recent weeks Israel has allowed only a trickle of aid into Gaza, far below the amount needed to
بعد
avoid
ما
mass
سووا
famine.
جوك
Every part of Gaza
بعد
is
جنوب
again as a direct result of Israel's obstruction of humanitarian assistance,
Calm
he
down.
added.
Don't sit down, calm down.
لا
You're dragging it to keep it easy. Oh, wait, let me finish it.
The risk of starvation is everywhere in Gaza. This is a direct result of the Israeli government's policy of blocking humanitarian aid.
Mine will be different from your own now.
Israeli
Be different.
authorities
Just the
have
way
only
you're dragging
allowed
the hair. Bring that
aid
brush.
to enter in quantities that remain far below
When you
what
bring,
would be
removing like
required
this.
to avert
Let the woman
widespread
now, let's see.
starvation.
Whether you safe, you not get tired
The
then.
meager supplies available can be a deadly pursuit. Since the 27th of May and up until the 17th of August, we have documented that 1,857
When since I
Palestinians
was tangling,
were killed while seeking
or rather you
food,
call me, I'll come and brush it off.
including 1,021 killed in the vicinity of the
يعني
Gaza
هيك حيل
Humanitarian
حيل حيل
Foundation sites
يلزق يلزق
and
Come on, I'm so sure.
She can't wash my hands.
836
No.
That was it.
Wash
ايه
hands
ايه ايه تمام تمام
wash like this, yeah? So you've washed it to stop paining her?
We have seen that there are
Okay, wash now. Let's see. Maybe they believe.
and when we talk about supplies,
Maybe there's bad energy on hand. You know?
humanitarian aid and partly commercial goods. Now,
I pray for customer, not this one. Not this kind of one. I was praying for God, I tell you.
to avoid starvation. And of course, the use of starvation as a weapon of war is a war crime. And we continue to call on Israel to allow in aid in sufficient amounts for the population to be able to survive.
Thousands of Palestinians in Gaza have been left without arms and legs, their bodies shattered by war and a blockade that has stripped hospitals of the ability to heal them. The United Nations said that the enclave now holds the largest population of refugees in the world, with children making up a devastating share of the victims. Doctors in collapsing hospitals are forced to amputate to save lives, as shortages of medicine, anesthesia, and power make even the simplest operations a fight against death. In ruined wards, a boy recalls running out of food when an airstrike hurled him against a wall from an enemy bomb. His life was gone.
كانت رايحة السنة لحالة ثلاثة ورجعت وصلت نص الدار اللي حسبت الصاروخ اطلعت فوق السقف حسبت الصاروخ وهو نازل على حل أجت بدي أجري على حل بسرعة نزل الصاروخ شلت على الحيطة انحبطت في إيدي بالحيطة إيدي مصوصة درسوا هذا وقال حلو واحد قال حملنا ودينا على المستشفى.
A young girl, struck by her home collapsed, now lies with one leg amputated and the other pinned with metal rods, while her grandmother pleads for prosthetics that will never arrive.
قصف البيت اللي جنبهم وضرر بيتهم وقصف بيتهم والبنت انبترت رجلها ورجل الثانية فيها بلاتين وفيها كسر والبنت بتعاني طبعا معاناة كبيرة شديدة يعني من بتر رجلها ومن يعني الخلوق الناشد يعني الخلوق الطيبة انها لو تعمل لها طرف يعني ويساعدوها يعني في الهجر هذا ويساعدوها في علاجها لانه برضه كمان الرجل الثانية برضه مكسورة وبرضه كمان بتعاني من الأطفال.
Another child, her arm torn away by shrapnel, whispers only a wish to move her hand again, her dream echoing through halls filled with cries of pain. In the South, a father of 4 describes losing his leg to an explosive bullet while seeking food aid and later strapping on a wear prosthetic built from sewage pipes and made to keep feeding his children. Aid groups warn that prosthetics and medical supplies remain locked out by the Israeli blockade, condemning thousands of Palestinians to a lifetime of untreated pain as war turns bodies into permanent battlefields.
I don't take these things personally.
على كيف؟
You know, I engage with people. Diplomat has had similar things to say about other leaders. What I say is that Israel, of course, increasingly there is a global concern, and global concern to see an end to the cycle of violence that we have seen for far too long. That is what Australians want to see as well. Well, I treat leaders of other countries with respect. I engage with them in a diplomatic way. I contacted Netanyahu and met with him over the phone. We had a long discussion prior to the cabinet meeting, which was held last Monday morning. At that time, I gave Prime Minister Netanyahu a clear indication of my view and Australia's view going forward, but also a clear indication of the direction
باي باي عادل
to that opportunity. Other democratic Western nations have said very clearly that the idea that you would just occupy Gaza city and continue to do more of the same in the same way, just as Prime Minister Netanyahu said more than a year ago when we had a discussion, was very similar. You just can't keep doing the same thing. What we need to do is to break that cycle of violence.
End mail-in voting. It's a fraud.
Mail-in ballots are again being targeted by Donald Trump. The president on Monday pledged to issue an executive order to end the use of them ahead of the 2026 election. And doing so would likely favor his party.
We as the Republican Party are going to do everything possible that we get rid of mail-in ballots. We're going to start with an executive order that's being written right now by the best lawyers in the country to end mail-in ballots.
But can he ban mail-in ballots from the electoral process? Trump does not have clear legal authority to get rid of mail-in ballots. But states, which are responsible for counting their votes, could pass laws banning mail-in ballots. And Trump's allies in Congress could ban the use of mail-in ballots in federal elections, as well as override state laws protecting their use. But that could be hard with slim Republican majorities in Congress and strong opposition from Democrats. Here's White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt.
The White House continues to work on this, and when Congress comes back to Washington, I'm sure there will be many discussions with our friends on Capitol Hill and also our friends in state legislatures across the country to ensure that we're protecting the integrity of the vote for the American people. And I think Republicans generally, and the president generally, wants to make it easier for Americans to vote and harder for people to cheat in our elections.
Every U.S. state has some form of absentee or mail-in ballot option. Democrats generally support mail-in ballots as a way to expand access to voting. According to the U.S. Election Assistance Commission, about 3 in 10 ballots were cast through the mail in the 2024 general election. But Trump, who has promoted the false narrative that he, not Democrat Joe Biden, won the 2020 election, has long cast doubt on the security of mail-in ballots.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us.
But evidence of voter fraud is rare. A months-long analysis by the AP found fewer than 475 cases of potential voter fraud in the 6 battleground states challenged by Trump. For context, there were over 3.3 million votes cast in Arizona alone. The state AP found had the highest number of potential fraud cases, which was fewer than 200. Republicans have filed scores of lawsuits seeking to end mail-in voting in recent years, citing possible fraud. And state and federal laws banning mail-in voting could be challenged in court as unconstitutional. In June, a federal judge blocked parts of an executive order by Trump requiring voters to prove they are U.S. citizens and attempting to prevent states from counting mail-in ballots received after election day. The Trump administration is appealing.
أقول لك وين فعلنا الدولي ها التركية ها وأنا من نجي أعطيك فلوس لعامر لك ما صار شو اسمه بأي حدز لك رقم ولد لا شوف أي واحد أبو موبايلات قل له أريد نت دولي البنية التركية ورد هنا انترنت مفتوح التركية قل له شلون أوكي أبو موبايلات توب ويقول لك وين الرقم غير رقم هذا عم تجيني نت قل له لأن هي بتركيا وما عندها نت
After the Democrats' return on Monday, they faced new rules by the Republican leadership requiring each to stay put in the Capitol unless they agreed to be placed in police custody to monitor their movements. Republicans said that signed permission slips were designed to ensure that Democrats were in attendance when the Republican leaders pick up the redistricting push in a second special session on Wednesday. Democrats called the crackdown unjustified, and on Tuesday, about 24 supporters joined Hollywood's protest at the Capitol building in Austin, changing for her release while some of her Democratic colleagues tore up their slips. Democratic Rep. Cassandra Garcia Hernandez said she and several of her colleagues would join Hollywood overnight.
There are other colleagues that are currently en route here to the Capitol to also join us in solidarity and making sure to also stay overnight with Representative Collier as well.
Texas's Republican Speaker has accused Hollywood and other Democrats of shirking their duty as lawmakers, delaying other important business besides redistricting. The goal of the Republican plan is to hold 5 seats in the U.S. House of Representatives, currently held by Democrats in the November 2026 midterm elections. Republicans now hold a slim majority there, with the balance between the two parties expected to be closely fought. Texas Democrats said their walkout, while merely delaying the action they tried to stop, gave their party time to organize a countermeasure led by California Governor Gavin Newsom to advance his state's own redistricting plan.
We're talking about emergency measures to respond to what's happening in Texas, and we will nullify what happens in Texas.
Newsom has called California's effort, designed to pick up 5 new Democratic seats in the U.S. House, the election rigging.
اطلعي شوفي اذا تلاقي شركه فاتحه حقك عليك ما ضل
The U.S. warned Tuesday it could slash 25% of New York's Metropolitan Transportation Authority funding if subway worker safety doesn't improve. The Federal Transit Administration had directed MTAs at New York City Transit to improve safety in August last year, after a worker's death in 2023 and a serious injury in June 2024. In a post on X, Mark Molinaro of the FTA said, quote, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said time and again, safety is USDOT's top priority, and we will not accept anything less than accountability. We will not accept being jerked around on safety and security issues any longer by anyone, anywhere. The Transportation Department the FTA has 30 days to submit a new worker safety plan. However, the MTA said on Tuesday it had answered the rail safety questions months ago, calling the threat of withheld funding as part of a pattern of attacks tied to New York's congestion pricing program. That Biden-approved program charges drivers a fee to enter below 60th Street. The goal was to reduce traffic and fund New York City's transit upgrades. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy threatened to withhold
خلنا انزل انا اعيط مع
contract
محمد.
funding if the MTA didn't end the congestion pricing program. An FTA audit of the subway in 2024 flagged major safety gaps and called for more oversight after 38 near-miss incidents in 2023, a 58% jump over the year before. The Trump administration has also threatened to withhold MTA funding over subway crime.
The local PBS station in Austin, Texas, is reeling from the recent announcement that the Trump administration will cut funding to the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which will shut down after nearly 6 decades of providing grants to local TV and radio stations. The news is that it's come from Democrats. Luis Patino is the CEO of Austin PBS, which represents Texas for local stations.
Here. Same here.
According to Martinez, the 11 PBS stations located across Texas are losing about $14 million total in federal funding. And the traditional stations in West and South Texas will be hit hardest. Sarah Robertson is the chief content officer for Austin PBS.
It's disheartening to know that all the stations who are all very efficient, we share a lot of services, that those are going to be disrupted because that means we're going to have to spend time and money in other ways, and that's a distraction.
Last month, the Republican-controlled U.S. House of Representatives passed a $9 billion funding cut to media and foreign aid. This included the elimination of $1.1 billion earmarked for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting over the next 2 years. President Donald Trump and many of his fellow Republicans argue that financing public broadcasting is an unnecessary expense, and that its news coverage suffers from an anti-right bias. Austin PBS Director of Archives, Liz Antinarian, rejects that assertion.
We're not here with an agenda. Unless you want to control bringing people resources and knowledge and information and beauty, you know, but we're, despite what people might think about us, we're not, trying to indoctrinate people.
That's my mother.
Afghan refugees in a park near government offices in Islamabad said they had nowhere to go as Pakistan pressures landlords to expel documented families.
Man,
على كيف؟
should have never want me to send mine.
هاي شنو باع كفشه هواي على كيف مشطي
Election comes despite about 1.3 million holding refugee registration documents, while 750,000 have Afghan identity cards issued in Pakistan. Families pull the little money they have to buy potatoes or squash, cooking small portions
ما حلو هاي
to share with several people.
هاي شوكزان
The women used the washroom in a nearby mosque.
You shit.
Dozens of policemen stood at the edge of the park in Pakistan's
لا معودة سوي
No.
أذيت يعني كل شيء تأذيت ماكو عربي تركي
Pakistan's information
No.
did not respond to
ماري
text
هاي
message
خلص
Many at the camp say they cannot go back to Afghanistan because of the risks.
خلاص أذيتيني حيل ما يصير شعري قام يوجعني أنا شعري طويل مو قصير
A bus crash in northwestern Afghanistan killed at least 79 people returning from Iran, including 19 children, an official said. 2 people were also injured in the crash. Ministry of Interior spokesperson Abdul Mateen Khani told the Associated Press. Total News, Sunday official, said the accident happened Tuesday evening in Iraq province.
حلا
The bus collided with a truck and a motorbike, causing a massive fire that killed many on the spot, the outlet reported. Traffic accidents are common in Afghanistan, mainly due to poor road conditions and driver carelessness. Nearly 1.8 million Afghans have been forcibly returned from Iran in the past few months. A further 184,459 were sent back from Pakistan since the beginning of the year. Additionally, nearly 10,000 Afghan prisoners have been repatriated, mostly from Pakistan. The Taliban criticized neighboring countries in July for the mass expulsion of Afghans, as Iran and Pakistan expel foreigners who they say are living there illegally.
This whale is being tagged by a drone so it can be tracked and studied. The team behind the drone's tap-and-go method says it is gentler, faster, and more cost-effective than conventional bull tagging, and can pave the way for marine mammal research.
Tap-and-go drone tagging approach is a new way of being able to put basically a small computer on the back of a whale.
That's David Gruber, the founder and president of Project SETI, the Cetacean Translation Initiative. The research team developed the drone tagging method alongside researchers from Harvard University. Tested on sperm whales on the Caribbean island of Dominica, the approach uses modified first-person view racing drones to deploy suction-based effects on the whales.
Using expert drone pilot,
يمكن عيط
gently tapped on the back of the whale, and then the drone starts.
The tags collect data on whale behavior, including bioacoustics and dive depth, with drone components costing around $1,300. Project SETI says it reduces potential disturbance to marine life, as it doesn't require a boat to approach whales closely, and it's faster than traditional methods. Drones appear tags in an average of 1 minute and 15 seconds, whereas bull tagging typically takes up to 5 minutes, the team says.
والله كرهت روحي ولعبت نفسي من نفسي اذتني كلش.
55% of success rate stems from one, there being makes a bit of vacuum for our very gentle waves. And secondly, sometimes if the drone goes up, but we deem it
كشرت عليها لما الله قلبك.
we will not tag.
Gruber adds that while even finding a whale is a challenge,
بتشيكي قمتبتي لا بتشا قمتبتي من الوجع قمتبتي من الوجع.
ما هو من ايش واحد يسوي شعره كان بير وهو بشره.
وانا شعري يجنن علي شعري شوف بس انا بالمود لا بتشا بس هي ما سوت بعد شوفي هذه ما سوت بعد هذه حلوه اي عاجز ما كلها بس خلصنا حرام بس خلصنا خلي باكر انا فتحها بجوز بالليل افتحها.
You're good?
شوفي شعرها اللي وراه شو مقطع
about the legs, about the side. Okay, 1, 2,
Technology requires further clinical trials to ensure long-term efficacy and scalability. This is the research team's discussions with potential regional industry partners, and it seems a clear path to bring the project to market. This is standardized visual plans like toothpaste, capsules, and series within 2 to 3 years. Globally, all
البيت بفلوسي.
Organization estimates all diseases affect about 3.5 million people, causing pain, discomfort, discrimination, and even death.
سارة
Prices high as investors weigh the uncertainty of how peace talks over the war in Ukraine
Okay.
Global benchmarks tipped slightly higher in early trading, but growth remained muted after recent declines sparked by hopes of progress on negotiations. Analysts said the previous day was optimism about a possible deal suggested sanctions could ease, opening the door to more support.
Mama, shift that baby stroller. Shift the stroller. Shift the stroller.
With prolonged talks keeping traders cautious and volatility high. Political signals from Washington added to the uncertainty, with United States leaders floating ideas for mediation while acknowledging that Moscow may resist concessions. Plans for potential high-level meetings have been floated, but Russia has yet to commit to direct talks with Ukraine's leadership. Meanwhile, supply dynamics in the United States added pressure, as China disrupted operations at a major Midwest refinery, raising concerns about regional demand. Industry data showing falling crude inventories in the United States helped lend some support, underscoring the world's largest consumer steady appetite for fuel.
Trump has resumed his attacks on Federal Reserve Chief posting on social media, US President wrote, "Could somebody please inform Jerome
Guys, this one on phone. Keep your phone and attend to this boy. Even when I'm talking, it's only call him. Shake it.
But his claim of zero inflation isn't accurate. Though recent data has painted a mixed picture, price rises remain stubbornly above the Fed's 2% target. Now Trump's latest salvo comes ahead of Powell's speech at the Council together with central bankers. Every word there will be scanned for clues to the next move. Investors are widely betting that the Fed will cut rates by a quarter point next month, with perhaps another similar reduction later in the year. And the multi-percentage point cut that Trump has called for. Policymakers face a decision as they wait for evidence on the impact of Trump's sweeping global tariffs. If the trade war fuels growth, it's sure demands for a rate cut to support the economy. But if the duties drive up inflation, that would normally call for a rate increase to cool rising prices.
Ice cream.
Don't do man.
Speaking Tuesday, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said Commerce Secretary Carl Nick was in talks for a 10%
There's some words in Turkish that are
to ensure that we're both reassuring supply chain
yes, but their language, there are some words that in Turkish.
Adam.
Sources say the administration is looking into taking steps
What's his name?
Adam. That's focused on firms that took money under the so-called CHIPS Act, which provided funding to build factories in the country. Besides Intel, that would mean US memory chip maker Micron. Iran's TSMC also got funds under the Act, as did South Korea's Samsung.
No, society for combat.
Washington does not want to tell companies how to run their businesses. But any investment in Intel or others would be unprecedented for the sector. In the past, the government has only invested in companies to provide support during times of economic turmoil. It's not.
يلا حبيبي رح انزل عن الفراش.
تمام يلا
The
بهمك
Nippon Steel's takeover of US Steel after being promised a golden share that would give Washington significant influence. Unionised flight attendants ended their strike on Tuesday. That's after they reached an agreement
اوف يا
Do it needs spray?
Don't need spray?
No, yes, yes.
No, they don't make their hair greasy.
It's added so far so the council will announce several measures to save lives. Such as boarding passengers. The union said that negotiations were not
This one is more tight. Those tight.
Saudi Super Cup semi-final between Al-Nassr and Al-Hilal hosted the best players in the world on display. Many of the fans in Hong Kong Stadium had come to see just one man. It was the five-time Ballon d'Or winner, Cristiano Ronaldo, who was the center of attention. Al-Nassr's goals came from Joao Felix and Sadio Mane, and the Senegalese became the third Al-Nassr player in as many Saudi Super Cup editions recently. The dismissal continued the troubling trend of competition.
I stood stand like stand, I don't stand like this.
No, don't go there. No, I'm not even using that lady one. Have you seen me enter there? When I used to enter there if I want to change pad, I used to enter there. But apart from that, I don't used to go there. Never. It's in the men's side. To wash. I know. The way I used to do is the way I used to just close the door. Behind the door, just wheel on the floor there. No. Don't go close to the. Don't even go close to that there. I will just close door. Behind that door there. Just stand up. If you're not even squatting, standing up, safe.
Yes.
I just stand up. And I come outside with this now. Use what I'm cleaning. Cleaning my leg. No. Don't. I'm not even.
Doing that in Premier League and the age 53 now, so it's incredible. Also, I look at myself now, like a guy coming from Egypt and make it to the top level, make a history today, so it's something making me so proud.
I think it's just so special to be here. After 10 years in Barcelona, I take the challenge and I came to the best league in the world, and it's just
You guys finish your food?
to be voted for my mates. I'm really thankful for that.
Don't go. The main side is what I used to use.
Even this morning, the main side.
Yeah, it's such an honor to get to know and I'm so thankful
Don't
for
go.
هسه خبر بالموبايلات وارجع لك. انا هاي حدثت عن
was waiting for a phone line. Says the Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Colorado Rockies 11-1.
Same thank you.
Philadelphia slugger
No, she's talking now. She's happy now.
Los Angeles finished with 18
Ah,
hits.
babe.
Was a triple shot of the cycle. Lee Smith had 3 hits to raise his NL leading batting average to 4 for 8. All 9 starters and at least 1 hit for the Dodgers, who beat Colorado for the 11th time in total innings. Kyle Farrows hit his first major league home run for the last place Rockies, who had won 4 in a row.
Mom, I did what he said.
Don't wash your hands. You don't have fish in.
Finished with 3 hits and 3 RBIs to lead the
You have not
Toronto
eaten
Blue Jays to a
vegetables?
7-3 victory over the host Pittsburgh Pirates. George Springer belted his 20th home run of the season, a 2-run blast in the second inning off Pirates starter Mitch Keller as Toronto scored 3 in the first and 2 in the second.
They know it's my destiny. All of them are here.
Kirk pushed Toronto's lead to 7-1 in the top of the seventh with a 2-1 run by Pirates.
Yes, I was laughing. They were laughing. I was reading the comments.
I was with my phone outside. I was watching the people too.
One person said, be patient. Their head is paining them.
I was reading the comments. I was laughing. Some of them was like, one person was saying, "Hi, this lady is your hand is very, very strong." I laugh. I was reading carrying this book. I was reading it. The other one said, "Hi." One person said, "I think it's her first time." That one made the comment too.
No, don't touch that baby. He'll cry. Yeah, if you want to just put it balanced in that, somebody just
No. But I touched him, he's not crying.
The San Francisco
Don't touch him. So, mommy, I touched him.
I used to make it in the house myself. Lettuce, carrots, onion,
olive oil now.
For his 7th home run of 2025 and his first since 2014.
Yes, salad is not like African salad.
No. When I come to you, I used to make African salad. After I stop, I cannot even make African salad. This one is
Can you take this? That is what is this one.
the pepper. You guys do not eat it.
Potato?
The pepper.
We don't like pepper. It's pepper.
Bring me second. This was like this way first.
Mommy, where is
From one of those nylon I used to put that.
I threw it
One. That's the reason I used to put it.
You threw one.
Where's the first you guys that was here?
I was not with them. I was alone.
I said,
You know, eat.
I had to. Then they take away. Buy it and take away. Only spoon and fork, but I don't know where the fork is.
Maybe your spoon.
Okay.
Come on, go down.
Let me write it.
Which one?
How far now? This guy is I don't know
That day that it's 2 days. I've never seen that they had to macaroni. But already used to eczema.
What do you use?
Making dry.
What do you use? For stuffing rashes? Use
He has burned already. It's gone already. I use
Is that her bag?
I'm sure.
Epidemics cannot. This intimate wash. You know about it? Do you know about intimate wash? It's like shampoo for that person. Intimate wash. sell it to pharmacy. It's very nice. You use it and wash.
But madam, that is in the open. There's a spoon there now.
Oh, that's fork.
I saw the boxing.
Don't like it. Don't like it.
And they added lime.
Yeah. Put a little bit salt.
Look at somebody eat this thing empty. Those who are trying. Very good. African and they'll put cream.
Mayonnaise, right?
No, we make cream. We make cream.
You make it by yourself, I know. Cream, olive oil,
Yeah.
egg,
This
lime,
vanilla.
Yes. Ask the peach. No, we don't put vanilla.
Vanilla flavor.
We don't put it.
Mommy, don't put anti.
Don't put vanilla.
Mommy, they do in other shops, right?
No.
In Africa.
We don't use vanilla. For halal. We use it when we are baking, for baking.
Vanilla is not ice cream that they get. I thought it was another, it's the same name, but it's another thing.
Even this thing that this woman is selling, that red thing. That red thing that she's selling with that crap in the bottle. They put vanilla in it.
Nigeria, we try. But it's just by choice. But it's not how you used to make it.
Someone say hi. Is it on mute?
But hearing also.
They can see what they don't hear.
It's not more than hearing the same.
What do you want?
No,
But hearing
just
also.
just sitting here, but I don't know why the camera is picking up. When they put the camera so they can see.
Guys, we are done making the hair. We are eating. Alicia.
Hair that almost cost me my patient.
Auntie Kelly, how do you like it now you put salt?
What time?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it here? Here is to 7.
It's better than when it's
Here is
without anything.
6:57.
Maybe that's why they put salt.
Here is 6:57. What's the time over there?
It's better with salt than without salt.
You put all the salt there? Mine don't even taste anything, sir. No, don't.
I know, yeah, eating salt that not be cool.
Not that healthy. Bread good for you?
Why you still love me now? They know I'm really funny. I still love you. Ha!
No, wait.
Bread.
In the office watching my phone, I give you the
This is one thing that makes me not to like Turkish food because of the same.
The bread.
The scent.
It's better than the African lotion.
There's that one down there. Ah. You don't compare it to.
Do you see me complaining since I'm eating it?
You eat it. Yes, you like it. But
I'm
actually,
eating it with love, with all my heart. But that one, if I'm eating it,
you'll be making some kind.
yeah, I don't feel comfortable.
Because you know that this one is healthy. That's why.
More healthy and meat.
Meat in one way.
When you're eating meat something, you know. Did you see where they burn the this thing? Did you see where they put it inside microwave? They don't sit and dish. They warm it in the pot and dish here.
Very right, you know.
I like this one better.
Welcome, then. I'm going to eat your meal. It's not my mom, but I don't care.
No, it's when you eat and you sleep the next day now.
No, it's not before you talk.
You say what?
Bro.
You say you don't care.
It was more about this.
If you finish before eating, if you bake before eating.
Yeah. Before you go to bed, because
Before you go to bed. Okay.
before you take a boy,
But when you're bathing now. When you're bathing, I'm telling you how when you're bathing.
No, I need to shower before I eat though. I eat? I don't need to shower again all the time. I reach home, shower first. Start eating. I'll rest for like 30 minutes or 5 minutes. I'll go to bed. What was you doing?
Watching my phone, relaxing.
You what?
Watching my phone.
For you to relax.
Yes, I'm
For
doing
you
that.
and sleep. Little family, come, let's eat. We're eating food. It's 11 a.m. Really? Where are you, Alicia? Alicia. Is it Alicia or Alicia? So everyone say Alicia, but it's not. So what's the correct pronunciation? Alicia or Alicia? Which one? It's 11 a.m. Where, in America, or where are you? Guys, please like this video and subscribe, okay? Yes, we are done with the woman hair. We are done. She's already left her house. No, it's 12 p.m. Canada. Oh, you are from you are in Canada, Alicia? No, it's 12 p.m.
Yeah, I find it like one in the past. Like, there's nothing inside the thing.
Turkey seeks to position itself as a trusted facilitator capable of contributing to a framework.
So now it's daytime, afternoon in Canada.
Turkish President Erdogan and NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte also held a phone conversation to discuss recent developments and efforts to end the war between Russia and Ukraine. The call was initiated by Rutte on his return from a summit with U.S. President Donald Trump and European Union leaders.
Yes, it's Wednesday here.
Both leaders underlined the importance of close coordination.
Wednesday, but 7:02. Now it's 7 in the evening. 7 p.m.
The discussion also highlighted Bankers' strategic importance
When you live somewhere now,
policy security,
you can be Wednesday. And the next day, it's Tuesday.
consultations on regional
There's a place like that.
The
I'm
two
going there.
leaders further exchanged views on viable and sustainable security.
The people that are still on Tuesday,
Considered
I don't
essential
know why they
for
don't.
peace settlement between Moscow and Kyiv.
China, their calendar is not the same with ours.
System will pursue a balanced approach.
Have you heard before, right? In China, don't you know China calendar is not the same with ours? We don't know. Okay. Ethiopia. Our calendar is not the same with them. They are still in 2001 or 2000. Yeah. Check your decision.
Turkey's efforts aim to create a platform
You want to make your hair, you want to
with the goal of establishing lasting security guarantees.
See, then after I will charge you, see my phone is right down. Who is in the office?
No one.
Then go there now. Before that
Mommy,
you come
what
back.
is it?
Turkish
No, not this one, the brown one.
U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio held
How many percent is it?
on Tuesday to discuss the
One, plug it there. Remove it, you plug it.
The talks focused
Plug
on
it.
the Washington meeting between
Remove, keep it there.
Ukraine
So you'll be watching it too.
and several
Plug it, remove the YouTube plus so it will charge fast. You're watching and charging it, will not charge fast.
in Alaska. Both encounters revealed as pivotal moments in exploring possible steps toward ending the war. Fidan underlined Turkey's readiness to provide all forms of support to achieve a just and lasting peace between Moscow and Kyiv. He emphasized that both wars only take humanitarian and economic
Ask people now, or check your
U.S. officials confirmed that the two ministers agreed on the urgent need to stop the bloodshed. The conversation also
either they are ahead of us or we are ahead of them.
where Israeli military actions have killed more than 62,000 Palestinians since October 2023. Stressing the need for an immediate and lasting ceasefire, Fidan called for the urgent and uninterrupted delivery of humanitarian aid to the enclave. According to both sides, Turkey and the United States reaffirmed their commitment to maintaining close coordination on regional security challenges and supporting diplomatic initiatives that could pave the way for peace and stability.
Don't go down.
U.S. President Donald Trump said on Tuesday that he hoped Russia's Vladimir Putin would move forward on ending the war in Ukraine. The day after Trump met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House. But Trump conceded in an interview with the Fox News, Fox and Friends program that Putin
Maybe on
did
Sunday
not
when I
want
have to
to make
come
a
back.
deal.
Come here, you don't know me again on Monday.
Finnish President
So I want to
Alexander
make-
Stubb attended the talks with Russia on Monday and said later that Putin is rarely
Surprise! You see me, you be like, la 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 la.
What is that?
Oh, now, if I tell you the style now, you will know the style. So, and you imagine it. I don't want you to imagine it. I want you to see it. There you go. It's so nice.
Real. I go. What's on the phone? Attachment.
I have it. Do I have it?
A country, a separate
Okay, so you born.
independent state and a legitimate entity.
Trump on Tuesday again ruled out American boots on the ground in Ukraine, gave no specifics about the security guarantees he said the U.S. could offer Ukraine under any post-war settlement.
Mommy, you are calling me.
Trump was promising
Daddy's calling me.
later White House spokesperson Caroline Leavitt was asked about this.
Look, that was something the president mentioned on his interview this morning. It is an option and a possibility. I won't certainly rule out anything as far as military options that the president has at his disposal. I'll let him do that. I can't tell you he's definitively ruled out boots on the ground.
Ukraine and its European allies have been buoyed by Trump's promise of security guarantees to help end the war. But Zelensky hailing Monday's talks as a major step forward. But he and the other European leaders face many unanswered questions, including how willing Russia will be to play ball. One issue is whether there will be a ceasefire. Trump said it isn't a prerequisite for a deal. European leaders continue to push for it. Boris is chair for international relations at Ludwig Maximilian University in Munich. What is a place? We have no ceasefire. So
this in ways that he understands, he proved to you that he doesn't want it. So I think this is the critical issue. This when one party takes it as a precondition to have a ceasefire, and the other one doesn't want it.
Russia has made no explicit commitment to a meaningful Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said on Tuesday that Moscow did not reject any formats for discussing peace in Ukraine, but any meeting of national leaders quote, must be prepared with utmost thoroughness. With the path to peace still deeply uncertain, Zelensky may be forced to make painful compromises to end the war, which began with Russia's full-scale invasion in early 2022. Analysts say more than 1 million people have been killed or wounded in the conflict.
What is standing there?
Well, Julia, I'm glad that you brought in the legal question to begin with, because this is something that Ukraine has long aspired to, which is NATO membership. This is something that Putin said the whole reason that he invaded Ukraine, which is to prevent some sort of Article 5 commitment from coming into force. So this is a thorny issue. We've seen a lot of back and forth today. Trump dismissed suggestions that American troops could be on the ground in Ukraine to guarantee or uphold a peace agreement. But essentially what the Article 5 commitment would be is that NATO members, including the United States, would attack Russia if it violated a peace agreement. Remember that Russia has violated several agreements. Previously, in 1994, it was one of the sponsors of the Budapest Memorandum, which guaranteed Ukraine's sovereign borders in Crimea. And then again,
Don't call him, leave him. He has daddy's number, don't mind this stupid man.
there were a number of agreements that Russia violated. So I think you're right to shine a light on how brittle this would be. And, you know, I would agree that NATO membership is probably the most practical guarantee that exists. Something that Zelensky wants. What Zelensky get is being as creative as he can be and as adaptable as he can be to Trump's type of diplomacy. And I think he's trying to, in a sense, kick this issue down the road a bit until we get that trilateral meeting, perhaps, that Trump is alluding to having with Putin and Zelensky together. So this still remains to be resolved what this Article 5 commitment would really look like.
Someone needs to be. Someone. Someone must answer that call.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky sported a black suit during his meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump in Washington on Monday, drawing compliments from both Trump and a reporter. That same reporter in February criticized Zelensky's usual attire, a dark military style outfit. The designer of Zelensky's suit, Victor Anisimov from Ukraine, says the February drafts were not only a hit to the president, but also to Ukrainian citizens.
I took it easy in February, thinking how stupid they are. These people who ask such questions. But I understand that bombs don't fall on their heads. For them, clothes are important things. But for us, clothes are clothes. A suit is a suit. A leader should look dignified. And that's it.
For Zelensky's Monday meeting, Anisimov says he included a subtle detail, a back vent that nudged it closer to civilian wear.
Oh, you're in Paris. Yeah, hi.
These are our hopes for peace. We think that if we add a little something subtle to this image, something that's really close to his uniform, then it will be our charm.
Wilson Grant, hi. How you are? Please
The
subscribe and
suit
like,
was
okay?
originally presented as an outfit idea for the upcoming Ukrainian Independence Day, but Anisimov said the president needed it for his U.S. trip. The Ukrainian president also wore Anisimov's designs to the Pope's funeral and the NATO summit in June, both events that helped bring the U.S. and Ukraine closer together after the public rift in February. Zelensky has worn military-type outfits,
You drink something you don't like, you give them. It's me that you have to eat what you
to
don't
show
like.
solidarity with Ukraine's troops since Russia's full-scale invasion in February 2022.
Because I see this woman is looking at it.
Why you gonna?
The other woman.
Which one?
That one there.
More than 1,800 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza while attempting to obtain humanitarian aid since U.S. and Israeli-backed private organization Gaza Humanitarian Foundation was launched. A United Nations human rights official said Tuesday in Geneva, Switzerland.
Since the 27th of May and up until the 17th of August, we have documented that 1,857 Palestinians were killed while seeking food, including 1,021 killed in the vicinity of the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation sites and 836 killed on the routes of supply trucks. Most of these killings appear to have been committed by the Israeli military.
The UN official further noted that Israel continues to issue evacuation orders to Palestinians, forcing them to move to the navigable sea area, which itself has covered the Israeli bombardment. Displaced people there face extreme shortages, with almost no access to basic services or supplies. The spokesman also stressed that in recent weeks, Israel has allowed only a trickle of aid into Gaza, far below the amount needed to avoid mass famine. Every part of Gaza is at risk of famine, as a direct result of Israel's obstruction of humanitarian assistance, he added.
The risk of starvation is everywhere in Gaza. This is a direct result of the Israeli government's policy of blocking humanitarian aid. In the past few weeks, Israeli authorities have only allowed aid to enter in quantities that remain far below what would be required to avert widespread starvation. Reaching the meager supplies available can be a deadly pursuit. Since the 27th of May and up until the 17th of August, we have documented that 1,857 Palestinians were killed while seeking food, including 1,021 killed in the vicinity of the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation sites and 836 killed on the routes of supply trucks. Most of these killings appear to have been committed by the Israeli military. We have seen reports that some supplies are entering, and we have seen that there are some trucks entering with supplies. And when we talk about supplies, we're talking about partly humanitarian aid and partly commercial goods. Now, this is far below the amounts that are needed to avoid starvation. And of course, the use of starvation as a weapon of war is a war crime.
No, you did that. No, you better catch me.
You're eating, I didn't want to disturb you now.
Disturb me how? How you disturb me?
You're focusing. How are you?
I'm good.
You food?
Sorry?
You food?
Somehow. When do you enter?
Say what?
When do you enter?
I've been here.
Been there.
You're focusing on our food.
I'm hungry.
Children making up a devastating share of the victims. Doctors in collapsing hospitals are forced to amputate disabled limbs as shortages of medicine, anesthesia, and power make even the simplest operations a fight against death. In rural wards,
Hi, Mama.
Chocolate. And the ward was bombed.
رايحة أشتغل محل طعام فلافل والبيع الصداع على حساسة الصداع وقطع بعد الصدر حساسة الصداع وهو نازل على حل أدت أدري على حل بسطل عن الصلاح طلعت على الحيطة حبطت إذن بالحيطة إذن مطوطة واحد قال حملنا ودينا على المستشفى هنا.
A young girl struggling with Holocaust, more lives with one leg amputated and the other covered in rubber rods, while her grandmother pleads for prosthetics that will save
Those two children, one leg was amputated, the other one 2 legs was amputated. What kind of life is this? Leg amputated.
Another child, her arm torn away by shrapnel, whispers only the wish to leave her hand again, her dream of living lungs filled with cries of pain. In the South, a father of 4 describes losing his leg to an explosive bullet while seeking clergy and later strapping an approved prosthetic for a sewage pipe. Aid groups with prosthetics and medical supplies remain left out by the Israeli blockade, condemning thousands of Palestinians to an unbelievable plane as war turns bodies into permanent battlefields.
Israel appears increasingly is a global concern, and global concern because people want to see an end to the cycle of violence that we have seen for far too long. That is what Australians want to see as well. While I treat leaders of other countries with respect, I engage with them in a diplomatic way. I contacted Prime Minister Netanyahu and met with him on the phone. We had a long discussion prior to the cabinet meeting, which was held last Monday morning. At that time, I gave Prime Minister Netanyahu a clear indication of my view and Australia's view going forward, and also a clear indication of the direction in which we were headed. I gave him the opportunity to outline what political solution there was, and gave him that opportunity. Other democratic Western nations have said very clearly the idea that you just occupy Gaza City and continue to do the same in the same way, just as Prime Minister Netanyahu said more than a year ago when we had a discussion. It was very similar. You just can't keep doing the same thing. What we need to do is to break that cycle of violence.
I don't know why this box is not how we talk about.
Executive order to end the use of them ahead of the 2026 election, and doing so would likely favor his party.
I have one, but I want to make it like 3 sets. Exactly like this. Sets. No, it's one.
Can he ban mail-in ballots from the electoral process? Does not have a clear legal authority to get rid of mail-in ballots. But the states, which are responsible for counting
Like the way they put it here.
laws banning
One I I bought in Zara last year. Single, and I've not seen them.
ballots in federal elections, as well as overriding state laws protecting their use. But are pretty hard with slim Republican majorities in Congress and strong opposition. Here's White House Press Secretary Terry Monday.
The White House continues to work on this, and when Congress comes back to Washington, I'm sure there will be many discussions with our friends on Capitol Hill and also our friends in state legislatures across the country to ensure that we're protecting the integrity of the vote of the American people. And I think Republicans generally and presidents generally want to make it easier for Americans and harder for people to cheat in our elections.
Every U.S. state has something that passes no mail-in ballot option. Democrats generally support mail-in ballots as a way to extend access to voting. According to the U.S. Election Assistance Commission, 3 in 10 ballots were cast mail in the 2024 general election. But Trump will have promoted the false narrative that he, not Democrat Joe Biden, won the 2020 election as long cast doubt on the security of the ballots.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal election votes.
But evidence of voter fraud is rare. Thus, long analysis by the AP found fewer than 475 cases of potential voter fraud in the 6 battleground states challenged by Trump. For context, there were over Republicans have filed explosive lawsuits seeking to end mail-in voting, citing possible fraud. State and federal laws banning mail-in voting could be challenged in court as unconstitutional.
This guy, as my hair be like this, so you love him. I don't hear you.
State Representative earlier went down for a second. Tuesday, posting this picture of himself on X, sleeping on a chair.
I'm on a job. I tell you, I'm a practitioner. I think you travel, I'm like.
Instead of making earlier was one of
yes, now, night before still like you now, bro. I don't give him your number, I think to call you. I used to make the complete and say, come out tomorrow. So, you said feel right now. Yeah, but me, I don't tell him, I don't send my number because he lost the phone. The phone be lost before, so he don't get any number. But I don't send them your number.
It's like this is trending now. I'm seeing a lot of video of this.
People should stop making me trends.
Why?
People are buying it too much.
No.
People buying
It's not on Facebook, everywhere. Go on YouTube, even China self. Even China people self. Cameroon food. Corn. Corn and what? What is what that is giving me and posting it on? What's rubbish?
There are other colleagues that are currently in prison here in the Capitol to also join us in solidarity in making sure to also stay alive with our
Speaker is accusing Democrats of shirking their duty as lawmakers, delaying other important business besides redistricting. The goal of the Republican plan is to flip 5 seats in the U.S. House of Representatives, currently held by Democrats in the November 2026 midterm elections. Republicans now hold a slim majority there. Parties have started to be closely fought. Texas Democrats said their walkout
Now see me, I want to talk to you.
gave their party time to organize
No, see me, I want to talk to you.
led by politicians to advance the state's
Listen, you said you're free, I'm not going to do it. So you can send that guy, change it with the number. Respect that process. Yeah, I don't say, don't say we that process. Because follow for people who he said no. He said you give our maximum respect. Then I boy born I need to call and say.
Percent of New York's Metropolitan Transportation Authority funding if subway safety doesn't improve. The Federal Transit Administration recommended MTAs of New York City Transit to improve safety in August last year after a worker's death in 2023 and a serious injury in June 2024. In a post on X, the FTA said, transportation secretary Sean Duffy has said safety is U.S.'s top priority. Not accept anything less than reliability. Not accept being directed.
If you don't know, you don't see anything crossing the Instagram.
Anyone, anywhere.
Instagram will not
The department added the FTA has 30 days to support New Yorker safety.
Instagram will say it's one lie. It was media. Yeah, I'm not getting people about it. Get like it's gonna stay on Instagram.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy threatened to
before you have Instagram, you don't know something like me before you come to Shabo. Everything matters.
in 2024 major safety gaps and called for more oversight after 38 near-miss incidents in 2023 that took the report. The Trump administration has also threatened to impose
sound. She didn't bring anybody. She only said out loud, I have to rush to the bank. There's a customer that wants to open a fixed deposit of 10 million naira. Nobody answered her. But anyway, it was just a pushing place. Everyone was brushing his teeth. But in their hearts, they were tired of the
Mama, I don't believe food. I don't believe food. I can't even tell me you have sponsor. What's I do?
No go reach you.
The chief content officer for Austin PBS.
Down her face. She used her wrapper to clean it. All the stations, as she was selling around 1:30. She turned away.
Because that means we're going to spend time and money and efforts. That's a distraction.
Loading the basket of vegetables was Mama Chica. One of her neighbors from the compound. No escape. Mama Chica was just looking at her and tried to laugh.
Mama Chica, you see me, this is not you. My sister is the one that says
Mama Chica.
now what are you going to say for that?
Plastic sheets after heavy rains have been refugees and cars by the government offices in Islamabad said they have nowhere to go as Pakistan pushes landlords to expel the United Nations says Pakistan has begun deporting documented Afghans before September 1 deadline that could force more than 1 million to leave. The nation has Islamabad 1.3 million refugee registration documents, while 750,000 ID cards issued in Pakistan. Family schools and other funding activities catering their schools, taking small portions of the local funds to share with several people. The women used the lecture hall to hear reports. Dozens of policemen stood at the edge of the park opposite the Capitol watching the camp. Refugees said officers regularly told them to leave or risk being taken away. Police denied that police information ministry did not respond to a text message requesting comment. Many of the camps say they fled Afghanistan because of the risks.
Because I don't know what our secondary school, I don't know lie you. I swear to God. That's our French teacher. But why French teachers they're not the girls? Now what people they do? They stay in their class. Yeah, you are wrong. People they wrong about their class. Almost French teacher I don't use for my life. All of them are like pie. They don't get good. I swear to God. Because the woman wants us to learn French. So when if you come to the class, we start speaking French. Even though we want to greet him, we greet him in French. So when it's immediately speaking to his iPad, people will be jumping with him. People will be running with him. And now when they regret and start with them, and they regret and start with them. Me, I'm regretting that. And they get to that. All those things.
That's all over my body. Yeah, I don't like there's one tattoo that I want to do in my back. My name is Pure Heart.
I'm not together to the class. Maybe you want black chest like this. You don't go to you don't have to go and slow down. I'm not going to flow. After making for you, man, they tell you as you are in Nigeria. Nobody say that. Say that you want to be I don't understand. I tell you, you don't want to that's when you want to tell them your mind. You know that thing. If they say for that, if they hear that way, what they say, if you reach out, we think twice. Why this guy? Why this guy don't come here? But if the person does not change it for you. They start shouting. You know, say after you want to intimidate them. They don't want to start shouting. You said, bro, you don't want to talk to them. Then if you understand the truth, I don't understand where we're going. Yeah, we got one boy with my area. I said, the boy is one match my brother for me. And then we talk about something out. So my brother he said, I didn't come to take them one. Yeah, I get your time quality. You know that I get your time quality. They're not going to give back my clothes. Yeah, I'm also saying I be one way. This one, no way to make it. Just for sure, the same try and sleep. You understand what I'm saying?
I think some money.
There's no inflation. Every sector's pointing to a major rate cut. Zero inflation isn't accurate. The recent data has painted a mixed picture. Price rises remain stubbornly above the Fed's 2% target level. Now, Trump's latest survey comes ahead of Powell's speech at the annual Jackson together central bankers.
He said, because the house you don't enter you anyhow. You follow you to say,
Yok sıfır. Sen ne güzel konuşuyorsun öyle.
Kadın yok mu?
Yok, sonra getireceğim, tamam mı?
That could spur demands for a rate cut to support the economy. But if the duties drive up inflation, that would normally call for a rate increase to cool rising prices. US has been invest in fintech. but government involvement in the sector might not stop there. Speaking Tuesday, Press Secretary Caroline Bennett said Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick was important to retain a stake in the troubled chipmaker.
It's a creative idea that has never been done before to ensure that we're both reassuring these critical supply chains while also gaining something of it for the American taxpayer.
However, Reuters sources say the administration is looking into taking steps in other chip makers too. Focused on claims that took money under the so-called chip tax, which could undermine the country. Opening US memory chip maker NATO. Taiwan's TSMC also got funding under the act, as did South Korea's Samsung. Non-posting responding to the news report, neither did the White House. Linguistic has previously said that Washington does not need to tell companies how to run their businesses, but any investment in retail or others would be unprecedented for the sector. In the past, the government has only invested in companies to provide support during times of economic turmoil. It's not entirely unprecedented for Trump, however. Earlier this year, he approved Nippon Steel's takeover of US Steel after being promised a golden share that would give Washington significant influence.
It will sound there.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know to make small. It makes a very loud sound.
That was not that big.
Oh, there you go. Okay, madam, you got it now? Okay. I just wish I just go and meet the boss. I wish I go and just meet the boss.
Dutch leader Stephen Gordon equalized for Al in 1610, finishing goals
I don't want to say that I will chop on that part. For the time I will leave home. You know that man. all these people, especially those who know where you come, most of them in German school, where they take a watch. When you say you did down, they will watch you and say, I can take that song and young guy, we go to school for part. So if the person will go go zoom out, I go this bastard, this is my family school for me. Before they know I say they come. By the time they will they will tell you person because say see person they call your friend. I'm sure. I saw the God. They will tell bros. You know how many times police don't carry me? Sometimes relax. You're open. I will tell you to bros. They tell you Africa. Yeah, Africa. All the whole police are the same thing. Police person will even why you in the jail why do you think they are calling police? Did you know why do you think people are calling Africa? Africa, everywhere I eat. Only I'm American. They use Africa. Who knows? Because they talk our language. Maybe you know how to express that. Police for that. He will tell you person. I don't know about experience. Me, my experience of life. Let your people consider small money. When we say the people, they don't tell the police person small money. But they will tell you who tell you to make an arrest you. Because the police are saying I am coming to mess for you. Do you know why the police don't tell anything? Because they are benefiting from the move. So they don't go feel talk about the person who did it. But normal, next time the person don't go feel Africa like for Africa, normal. Baby is free. But they collect money. They will just fight for police station, baby is free. But don't go try them. They will tell you say I will call price. You know say where those boys were supposed to go for our school where they go. Where some push there for the back. You know, get person where you call. Me, I know the person. Because he will sell something for them. Those people don't buy where you pay. He will sell something. You know the time we got to go when you go drink, let my informant. One parlor, I don't know how Nigeria they call them, beer parlor, they call them. But now one kiosk, where they say that they sell competition things. No, say if you call the police, they give them money. Will the police tell the people say that that's not because they don't come again. If I want a young guy that doesn't go for you, that you say you point you, they tell you, they tell police to walk. They tell police walk when you do. They just come bust you all the time. Honestly, like you said, what you want to say, if you see this thing, the police like sometimes they don't say they catch you, they interrogate you. Say sometimes, first we understand that the language is at that place. Yes. No. I'm not sure them at all. It's when they don't carry me for Italian. When the policeman come and go outside, if you see me, this man speak. Very fluent. They know English. Very fluent. They tell me say, I say the taxi man just want to if you have money, this man, that man. I don't tell the policeman, say, share taxi with just camera. Because there is English. But I don't say fraud, fake currency for this country. Yeah, I told you like that. People tell me say you don't work with them for me. You don't say the man they lie because they don't bring those kind of issues to come back to well. And I the man I call police for me. Guy, the taxi driver. Guy, not be juju be that. Na him now. Okay, what's that? I can't come my friend. Oh, you give my person. So I go. The policeman come tell me man yes. What did you do this man? Give me let me tell you. Bro, can I help you? You don't come off from I know how I will tell you when you like it. Yeah. I even pray so. Even pray to someone else. I will tell you. Who next?
Yes, what to barb? You want to barb? I could have pursued that man so that I barb you. Don't worry, just calm down, okay? Okay. How is you with that? Hey, man. Popo, what's up? I don't know what's up for Monday. You travel small. Market, guys. Now, woman, what I want back, the same woman is around now. I'm a very good designer. If it is woman, yeah. That is right, man. No. If it is woman, that's where my strength. You understand?
Everybody's happy with that one.
Eh?
Everybody's happy.
No, I get PhD in that. Let's say people tomorrow. All right, good.
Thank you.
I hello.
If your girlfriend don't say you full out on Instagram, you block her. You cannot start doing so. How many relationship don't start? Big. You don't like that on Instagram. You give financial advice. He say, as a brother, I say, oh, I'm baby mama.
How come you gonna sit there waiting? So one day waiting for one community. Your papa don't even like get Baba's car. You the one guy where you drive Benz. You want guy where you drive Benz. You go the friend that not quite but the fuck you have. They get squad where they pretend to where you shoot you. I listen to this girl. What is his name? That Nigerian girl, that fine girl, that black girl. So don't go to the you know they even like that. They are spoiling the village. They don't start like the road. All those are no man. They will find young guys. They will chop them. They will pay young guys. And then they pay young boys. Later on, they go to pay young boys. Later on, they find young guys to pay them. You understand? They ask for period allowance. They don't talk relationship. They don't talk the source of the income. So many girls go they pick that one. You go see some nice ways where we don't marry like 5-7 years ago. They talk about any 2 times, the same time. I don't spoil already now. 5 years. We're just 2020 now. 2020.
2,000 lives on spot. And guess what? Put it in the head for correct now. What this generation was. I am even seeing people when they marry our mothers when they marry our time, 1990. Now that enjoy it. From 1990 coming on that. Everybody I know.
Two leaders further exchanged views on powerful and sustainable security guarantees considered essential for long-lasting peace settlement. Turkey has consistently pursued a balanced approach to the conflict, calling for dialogue and stressing that non-wars benefit no one. Turkish officials advocate NATO to leader diplomacy and have suggested hosting talks between Trump, Putin, and Zelensky in Istanbul, Morocco. Turkish decision-makers believe that a just peace will prevent winters, as continued conflict only produces humanitarian and economic losses for all parties involved. Turkey's efforts aim to create a platform for meaningful dialogue with the goal of establishing lasting security guarantees for all conflict.
That's probably the longer as the guy come this thing. When come Alaska. You don't see what you do to the Ukraine president because they tell the guy say the guy is like you tell the guy say the guy why the guy do US. Last time the guy come visit Alaska, the guy US. That's what he said. Say yes. Say listen. That's what that's how Ukraine president. I said Trump rubbish him now. The first time when he come White House, rubbish the guy. Yeah, you don't let the guy talk. And he can't do like that. That is just play gamble for that. He's using the place to play gamble. Every weapon went to South Africa. You know that movie. America is playing one thing. They are looking for him. Then they went to South Africa and told South Africa, what's up? This guy should be this guy coming to South Africa. He became him. Now he's the prime minister when they tell them, say, well, I think to the head of state, they come Alaska last week. America meet Virginia. They see a spot and private jet. I think they go back to Russia. That one is not. It's the same person. They don't want to go to the same Russia. They don't go anywhere. They go bomb the They don't understand. I say, the real owner of the land is Russia. Now, real owner did that. Now, real owner, they just don't fight because of say, there was no any better thing coming from them. All these
Finnish President Alexander Stubb attended the talks in Washington on Monday and said later that he was clearly interested and it would
and the original land of Ukraine, I rush and get out. So calm down. Just allow you. Like Gorbachev said, Gorbachev said, America is Cuba. America talk say if you free up, they don't go. But why do you say after World War II, when they fight America never fight for control and they fight war every day. So World War II, America ran the fight. America ever started never fight for the land. You understand? The thing that always bust my head. America never fight for their land once. since we have gone, we have shown that America is fighting for up to today. You know, we fight for the land. Yeah, we do. And the construction will go on for the whole land. You know, because they have said the word said. Upon our way to the supporters, say America is great. So themselves don't say that. Yes, you don't know Saturday. If not, then you be take advantage. Nigeria might apply for US visa now. All your social media, if you don't talk say free Palestine, you're not done. They don't give you. That's like it. They don't give you visa. You say you don't write at once, you don't tweet them. You say you tweet them. Free Palestine, you talk bad about America. Forget your visa. And it's overrated. Just call it and let them know their country. You will go in. God punish you, don't do that. Bastard. We young Africans must educate ourselves and research. We don't get African identity. No get sense at all. No dey do research. Do you know how many history they have abandoned in school? They are not teaching us in Africa. And people are not going to go and find out and read. So I don't understand what's wrong with young Africans.
I just sit down and realize why you understand? I realize a lot. It's because of we have seen people. You understand? Because they don't see say if they do that, still people even they support them. You get most people in the world sharing out America, saying America is fast, America is good.
You don't know where people cry. One time finish, when you don't realize that you get what you cry. People don't know say that they get that thing. They don't know say they don't know. They see they look and say okay. That thing is not now get this man.
That story like he said that's a book. He said Africa showed white civilization. Yeah, and then they took the civilization and came back and civilized us. This is that don't and Ghana president, get one kingdom for Ghana. Like old ancient kingdom. Nigeria, the white man was Siam, conquered and go. So they do what they like the civilization of India. Not Egypt, the world power. Those days. So our civilization don't come Africa. Show them civilization. Yeah, we show them civilization. I make the title of the book. I make Felato say, animal, they tell me, say that you bring civilization, say that you bring freedom.
Wants, but I think the last again is being as creative as you can be and as adaptable as you can be with trust.
I mean the bag now, hold on, don't worry. It's my turn. Which person? The way all of them go, the person I see the shock as I enter them.
Now we don't see the person is going back there. Now we don't get ready to say you want to. You said I don't get time. I don't back this which person? That self is back before all these guys will be back. I mean, they tell them, say, I think that Congo, they might have Congo guy. You there, yes, they not today. I think that Congo guy, I bet. What the fuck are you? And this self, they whine and every day. They tell them, say, wait, I go back there, I go back on the boat. Everyone supposed to come back to your people, if they want back, not me there, not me there.
For Zelensky's Monday meeting, Anissimo says he will need a civil detail. A that said, got nudged in closer to
I read number 5.
as an outfit idea for the upcoming Ukrainian Independence Day. But Anissimo said the president
Swear! Number 5.
The Ukrainian president also wore Anissimo's designs to the Pope's funeral and the NATO summit in June. Both events that help bring the U.S. and Ukraine to show solidarity with Ukraine's troops since Russia's full-scale invasion in February continues to issue evacuation orders to Palestinians, forcing them to access to basic supplies. Israel has allowed only
Since the 27th of May, we have documented that while seeking on the routes of supply trucks. These killings
Stop watching it. Remove it.
follow them. I said, okay, die for you. No, bro, the kind of place they don't sign, I just need to watch it. Which kind of bastard money this why the president the football club
Boy, put that in. Give me 200 there. Boy, big one. Put that bottle. Give me 200 there.
Alpha, Michael.
I still the one.
Check off my son.
When the way you mean, it's a kind of war. You go get us.
I'm going to finish this guy after like 8:20. I'm finish this guy like 20 minutes time. I will back this guy. They use 10
Increasingly, there is
that's not boss. Even if those
clear indication of the direction and the opportunity to outline what the solution that was and gave him that opportunity. Other democratic Western nations have said very clearly that the idea that you would just occupy Gaza city and continue to do the same in the same way, just as Prime Minister Netanyahu said more than a year ago when we had a discussion. It was very similar. This country doing the same thing. What we need to do is to break that cycle of violence.
See you guys.